Hey VCTC here. Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah and Happy Holidays to everybody. Hope you've had fun watching my stuff, but that's not why I'm here. Sitting here in my new Connor Engstrom music shirt that I got. I got this. I have 8 other packages that didn't show up on time for Christmas, but I ordered the t-shirt last week and it showed up within a week. I'm like, are you really? This is the guy that does Let It Go. Check my Jingle Bell Jams if you haven't seen it. It's Christmas evening, and I got lots of Prezzies today from my wife, and my wife knows me very well. So I just wanted to show off what she pulled out of her hat for Christmas this year. First of all, another pop to add to my pop collection. This is Quicksilver from the X-Men with the blue costume. I don't collect a lot of pops. I have Minion pops mostly, but I have a couple of Bob Ross pops and a couple other ones, and waiting patiently for AEW to do a pop line because I want to get Jurassic Express. But Quicksilver is one of my favorites. I'm surprised my wife didn't make the usual remark that she makes when this character comes up after Avengers Age of Ultron. Oh, you didn't see that coming, did you? No, actually I didn't. It's a good thing. Everything else almost is books or related to this. She ordered me this. This is from a great new company called Clever Signs, and they offer through Amazon door hangers and signs on stuff. It gives a little thing inside of it that tells the story of how they got started, and they're just starting their own company. She got me a couple of door hangers for when I'm working. Recording in progress, please do not disturb. I will probably get lots of use out of those. I have 2 different ones, two of them here. And I will, like I said, I can use these when I podcast or we can do whatever. So those will be cool. Everything else she got me was books, and it's always books because she knows me and I love to read. I'm a big reader. And she knows exactly what I need and exactly what I want. Even stuff I don't know I want or need. Although I did guess one in advance because I had mentioned about getting an early copy of it, and she's like, oh, I ordered that for you for Christmas. So I knew I was going to get it, and of course I wanted it because I absolutely love the woman. This is Ree Drummond's new book, Frontier Follies, Adventures in Marriage, Motherhood, and the Middle of Nowhere. I am a big fan of Ree's show, The Pioneer Woman. I keep joking that we're going to make it to Hanson Day. Some May, and then we're going to take a side trip to Pawhuska to see the Merc and her ranch and all that stuff. Rhea is just awesome. Never miss her show. Can't wait to read this book. Her other book about how she and Lad met, her husband Lad met, and their honeymoon and stuff and their courtship. I can't remember the title off the top of my head. I have the Kindle of it. I also have the audiobook of it, and I love her. She's awesome. Keeping in the Food Network family, the newest book from the Barefoot Contessa, Ina Garten, Modern Comfort Food. I'm a big fan of Ina's. Well, who doesn't love Ina? I adore Ina's. She's just so fun to watch. I'm not really fond of some of her recipes because she uses way too much dill for me and stuff, and way too much weird, like fennel and stuff I'm not a fan of. But I always enjoy reading her books, and the pictures are always terrific. Usually shot by her friend Miguel, who's done several of her shows. She's awesome. Modern Comfort Food from Ina Garten, Barefoot Contessa. The other one that's not music related is this one. This is part of a series put out by Cubicle 7, BBC Doctor Who Adventures in Space and Time, the 6th Doctor sourcebook. This is Colin Baker. Colin was only on the show for 2 seasons. He still is my favorite Doctor. I loved his Doctor. His take on the Doctor was just outrageously outlandish. I'm more of a fan of the original run of the show than I am of the new version. Although I have seen all of the new ones except Peter Capaldi, and I've liked what they did. Tennant's a little bit manic for me sometimes, but I loved Christopher Eccleston, loved Matt Smith. I like Jodie Whittaker so far. I'm going to go back and catch all those, and I'm probably going to get the rest of the series because these are all great. There's a whole series, one for each Doctor, and so that'd be fun to have, but I can't wait to start looking at this. Now, the other 3 things had to do with music, and I'm so happy. She got me both volumes of this book from an author named Daryl W. Bullock. It's called The World's Worst Records. Hey, Steve, I'm thinking of you. I've already read through some of this. It's got sections and individual stuff. I never knew Criswell had a single out. If you know the name Criswell, you're obviously a fan of Plan 9 from Outer Space, probably. It's got a whole chapter on like disc jockeys that have recorded, television stars that have recorded individual songs. There's a second volume here, and this one actually is autographed by a number of the people in it. We didn't know that until we went through it. But these are both by Daryl W. Bullock. He's based in Britain. I love this kind of books, and these are going to be plenty of fodder for future videos. The other one I got totally out of the blue, and I'm like, oh man, my wife knows me and knows my taste. Carpenters, an illustrated discography. This is by Randy L. Schmidt. I have a discography on my Kindle, but it's not by this gentleman, and there's no pictures. This book is chock full of photos and information about every album that's been done. Like this is from like A Song for You. Great pictures all the way through. I cannot wait to go through this book in depth and just say, wow. They do have sections on the solo stuff, on the albums released after Karen's death, such as Richard's solo album Time, Love Lines, which was the first album to feature in a big way some of Karen's solo stuff from her solo album, which came out finally in 1996. That's this one right here. Hun, you know I love you, and you know how much I love the Carpenters. This is definitely a top-notch gift, and I really, really appreciate it. For her, I got her a bunch of Supernatural stuff, because she's, she has did a Supernatural podcast, Platinum Rose's Garden, for 10, 11 years, since season 4 of the show. Had to deal with her meltdown at the end of the series this past month, but it was fun. So I got her a bunch of stuff commemorating their 15 seasons on the air, and I got her a lifelike cat. We both want a cat, but we really can't afford one, so I figured that would be the next best thing. And I got her the Bruce Lee box set from the Criterion Collection because she's a huge Bruce Lee fan. Of course, it didn't arrive in time, so all she got was a pin out of the picture of the cover. It should have been here Wednesday. Of course, it didn't arrive. Nothing's arrived. I'm still waiting for stuff from Record Crate from way back at the end of November. Still isn't here. I have one package of 2, plus there's 2 more packages, so a total of 3 still coming from Record Crate. I'm going to have another video up in the next day or so with the first batch of stuff I got from them, my latest hauls. Any case, I hope everyone out there had a wonderful Christmas or Hanukkah, whichever you celebrate, or Kwanzaa or Festivus if you do that. For all the crazy stuff that's gone on this year, it was a really good Christmas, and we had a great time together watching TV. I feel badly because Christmas was marred by so many people, for so many people, by the events that happened this morning in Nashville. I've been watching the news coverage of the explosions down there, the bombing in downtown Nashville. My heart goes out to them. They've been through hell this year, first with the tornado in March, and now this. I want to send all my prayers and thoughts to them. I also want to give you a reminder that a friend of mine online is looking to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Going to be a tough push, but we're going to do it. For Katie over at Vintage and Vinyl, if you don't know her site, look up Vintage and Vinyl on YouTube. Subscribe to her because she's awesome. Her videos are awesome. Her live chats are awesome. And I want to see her get to 1,000 subscribers. So, Katie, that's for you, and I'm going to keep plugging you until we get you there. Any case, I hope everybody had a great holiday, and let's hope as we get closer to 2021 that things will start turning around for the better. Until next time, I'm TC. Thank you, VC. See you later. Bye-bye.